Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Patty, we'll proceed with roll call.
Debbie?
Here.
Dave?
Here.
Carolyn?
Here.
Gary?
Here.
Joe?
Here.
Okay, visitors, we don't, I had a call about all the robberies from Winterberry residents, and we were gonna have the sheriff's department here, but I think that maybe has been solved, so,
There haven't been any now for about 3-4 weeks.
I don't know about that, but anyway.
Not that I know of anyway.
Yeah, well, anyway, so they said there was no need for them to come. However, we are to reiterate to all residents to be sure and lock your car doors. If you, and anything that is visible in your car that you don't want them trying to break into the car, have it covered or put it in the glove compartment. And it's pretty well, they figured out pretty well. He said, I'm not sure whether the arrest is imminent or whether it has occurred already, but it was getting money for drugs. So stuff from the cars, whatever change they could get or whatever. I mean, I've got a little compartment that has a bowl of change in my car. And then the other things were taken to the pawn shop for money. So anyway, I think those were the only things that he said. Just make sure that if you leave your car out, that it is locked and that they can't see anything inside of it. Okay, comments from the audience. Are there any? Okay, well, approval of minutes, September 12th and September 14th.
Separately?
Yes, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the September 12th meeting. Second.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the town board meeting September 12th, 2016. Is there any discussion? Okay, Patty?
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
And then if you flip over the next sheet, the September 14th minutes are there. Do we have a motion for that, please?
I'll make that motion. Approve the minutes, September 14th meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the town board meetings September 14th, 2016. Is there any discussion on that? Okay, we'll take a vote.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay. We'll go into, we don't have any report from John Majowski, Fire Department.
Since the last meeting, we've had one medical call, one mutual aid fire call, and one down power line. Ernie Lurvy has earned his full member status with the department. He's completed his 1-year probation. This month's training is going to be the in-house driver's competency course, so you'll see the fire trucks out and about last week and this week. And we're also working with Mrs. Opitz and the building inspector to discuss how to get the building site at M301 Highway 97 back to safe property. The reason for the concern at this time is because the damage done to the building at the time of the motor vehicle accident on September 1st. Still working on the operational plan. And then all bills for Fall Fest should be turned into Patty, and we'll have a complete report at next month's meeting.
Very good.
I have a question on, you guys looking to condemn that, correct?
Here, I have a letter here. I'm going to read it.
Okay.
This is a letter written by McMillan Fire Department on October 9th, to whom it may concern. The accident on September 1st, 2016, the building at M301 Highway 97 has been severely damaged. It was damaged in the front left corner. Due to the accident, the building is not secured and not inhabitable at this time. The reason that I would like to move forward with this is for the safety of the town residents and the staff of the fire department. As the chief of the town of McMillan, I believe this building falls under state statute 66.05 Wisconsin statutes, which contains an equation by which the building may be classified as a public nuisance, or there is another statute which is 66.0413, I think it is, which says that, you know, it is unsafe or and needs to be taken care of. At this time, I would like to work with our town assessor and building inspector to get further documentation so that we can move forward with a possible raising of the structure. So that's kind of where we are.
Did you ask the family what they were planning on doing with that?
Well, we've talked to the family numerous times. In fact, she called me back today and said that she'd gotten a hold of the insurance company, but they didn't have anything for her since it's a holiday. So they would be calling her back tomorrow to let her know where it stands. So there's more than one insurance company involved here, apparently.
I suppose for the trucks that went through it, and then the
They're all,
homeowners, okay,
yeah.
so maybe we won't have to do anything.
Well, I think we're gonna have to go through the process where they, if, you know, yeah, absolutely. And the building inspector said he would help go through this, because we have to, and I'm thinking that possibly we do have village powers that we can move forward with this if it's unsafe, and he'll help Rodney go through it, and then it just has to come to us to approve raising and.
I think all you gotta do is look at it, it's been unsafe for 100 years
Well,
already.
I know,
You know,
yeah,
before a truck went through it.
yeah.
Hey.
What?
Well, it was okay in the 80s. You could still go in there and not fall through the floor. Have a beer.
Did you see the picture? Here, Elsie.
Yeah, I think we all remember those days, don't we?
There you go. That was just a picture of that, okay. So, that is it for,
My understanding when they were having their auction or whatever is that the floors were so bad they couldn't have people go in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think well, I don't know all the particulars, the daughter is the one that we talked to, we weren't able to talk to the owner,
How old is she now?
90-some.
Yeah. I know they were always just kind of waiting, because she didn't want it taken down, and the family was gonna take care of it after she was gone, so.
Well, I think it's gonna happen before that, so.
Well, at 90-something, you never know.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Okay, and Ruth is not here for the library. Okay, for me, the robbery was the main thing that I had to report on. I have nothing for garbage or ordinances, newsletter, nothing. So, David, we'll go to you.
We accepted the bid for Man Road project for the reconstruction of that 760 feet. That is continuing to cut trees and grass in the ditches and maintain those. We're still trying to get shouldering done on Galvin. That has to be done. Everybody's trying to get everything done at the last minute here. A lot of contractors had a lot of other work over in Clark County with the amount of rain and damage to the roads over there, so that has taken some of the contractors out of the loop for the time being. So other than that, I don't have anything unless somebody has some questions.
Okay,
Thank you.
Deb.
Let's see, I locked up the pavilion, the battery out, planted 4 trees. So it'll be, the water and stuff will be drained down there probably within the next week or so. So then that'll all be done. Oh, and the pizza people that were leaving pizza boxes in there, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They were the same ones that left the dirty diapers out in the parking lot last year.
How did you track them down?
Well, when I went to lock it down, they were there with their pizza boxes and kids.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
because there were a huge pile of boxes
Mm-hmm.
when I was there, and there wasn't a soul around.
Yeah, well,
So,
they were there this time.
okay, very good.
So I informed them very nicely to stay the hell out of the pavilion unless they were planning on renting it.
Okay.
So they come and eat and leave all their.
All their garbage in there.
All their garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use the
There's a
pavilion.
garbage can over there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Garbage cans all over the place over
But
there.
the pizza boxes were, there were so many of them, they were piled on the
They got a
floor.
stack this high. And that wasn't the first time that they did that. It's been more than once that they've been in there and they just figure that the door's open so they can use the pavilion. So we might have to do something a little bit different next year with that.
Yep.
You know, rope it off or,
Something,
yeah, whatever.
okay. Joe?
The only thing I got to report on is that meeting that you and I went to, Carolyn. It was in regards to the Just Fix It program. And it, Carolyn and I had a nice drive over there, and we both concluded that there wasn't anything that really got done at the meeting, other than everybody said what their problems were, and pretty much everybody said their problems were the same problems that we're having. But it is being brought to people's attention that it is, and what happens with that, you know, that's anybody's guess, because all the solutions that are coming up are solutions that some other people are saying aren't solutions, and it's just gonna be a kind of a football back and forth until somebody decides to do something about it, I guess. But it's important that we keep some pressure on that it is, and I think that's, I hope that's gonna happen. I haven't heard anything else on addressing. I expect, they said they were gonna be having some meetings this fall. I haven't heard anything about when or where they're gonna be, but as soon as I hear, as soon as I get them, I'll make sure and get to them. And that's about it for me.
Did you know we were on TV?
We were.
You were on the news,
That's what
we
I,
see you.
yeah, that's what I heard, I got a phone
I
call.
made
You were
the
up there with the
Athens
mic,
record.
Yeah.
and you were
I
sitting
made
in
the
the
Athens
chair.
record review.
Mhm.
Just me, but they just missed you. Just barely.
That's
on.
too bad.
Yeah.
I have been the last 2 days at the the Wisconsin Towns Association meetings and convention in Stevens Point. And Governor Walker was there and spoke and said that indeed the 46, is it billion or million? I don't remember which, there's a big difference. I have it written down at home. It's in the budget that has been presented, and probably we're not gonna know when that gets passed. It's not, I think it's a ways away. But one of the other workshops that I attended was a man by the name of Bill Rizzo. And he's from the University of Wisconsin Extension, and Marathon County called him in to help them with this addressing thing, because they were having so much flack from everybody that they needed to have him help them try to figure out how to frame, as he said, the problem. So, yeah, so I don't know at what point he did that, but anyway, it was kind of interesting.
I was talking to the FedEx guy, and he said that they were talking to their town board and complaining that they did not want this done. People are familiar, and I says, yeah, but I do believe it's the 911 calling that really wants to do this so they can find everybody, because there's such an issue with duplicate roads and that type of thing. He says, we don't want it. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people don't want it, but, so, anyway,
It's too late to not want it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
It-
gonna
it-
happen,
It's
yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah. But anyway, I found that rather interesting.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Okay, Gary, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okey-doke. Clerk, can we go through the checks and financial report?
The beginning balance, $472,484.23. Total receipts were $24,607.94. Total disbursements, $152,971.72. With the ending balance on all accounts, $344,120.45. The check register from September 12th to October 10th. Total disbursements were $74,590.62. Comprised of checks 14414 through 14451, including electronic checks 99 through 102, voided check 14417, and journal entry number 10.
What does that mean?
What is
Journal entry number 10.
It's on the top of the first page. Below the deposits. How are we handling that?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay, that's the check number and.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay,
How are we handling that?
do you want to address that?
It's done. The account was closed, there's nothing we can do.
Well, there is.
Or if we want to pursue it.
Well, they are,
And are you guys going after the money?
yes.
Yes.
They are, the fire department.
Right,
is.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's a letter signed saying that she will pay it back
Okay.
with the $10 fee.
yes.
Yeah,
Did
but
she
you were
win?
charged with that.
Excuse me?
Did she win? It was for raffle money, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, it was
Well,
4
that's for the
raffles.
book that she was supposed to sell.
Ah. Well, there ends my contribution to the report. Didn't know that.
It'll come out of her next.
Come out of her check. She signed a paper for that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, along with the,
Yeah, 'cause she didn't sign for anything to come out of her check.
Yes.
Otherwise
yeah, it's done, it's done, it was all done. Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the financial statement and the listing of checks as presented.
Second?
Second?
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the financial, or the list of checks, include as presented, 14414 through 14451, electronic plan transfer 99102, voided check 14417, and journal entry 10. Is there any discussion?
That was also the financial report.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Treasurer?
The checking account balance on September 30th was $27,915.01. Outstanding checks listed on another page is $3,443.53. There were no outstanding deposits for reconciled account balance of $24,471.48. The tax savings account has got $229,503.39. Park fund savings account has got $8,953.65. Volunteer firefighters fund savings account has got $33,141.58. The fire equipment CD, $20,135.34. And the Public Works Replacement Apparatus CD, $27,915. For a grand total of $344,120.45.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
Also move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the financial report of the treasurer. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to know, did you transfer any monies for that truck payment?
No.
Okay. We're going to do that?
What truck payment?
For our
Ladder truck.
ladder truck.
Oh, ladder truck.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other one. I thought, well, it's already paid for.
Yeah,
No.
no, for the ladder truck. 'cause I
That's
see
due in June.
Yeah, that, we have never transferred it for this last June.
She's right.
Yeah.
It didn't get done?
No,
Didn't
it's
get
on Francis
transferred.
at the budget workshop. Neither Steve or I knew that there was supposed to be a transfer from the savings account to make half that payment.
Oh,
So we still need to do that.
oh. Okay.
And the other, I guess I'm gonna need some direction. It doesn't have to do with the discussion of the financial report though. You want me to ask it now or wait till the motion's made?
The motion was made.
We're in discussion anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't get the firefighter payroll until sometime after 8 o'clock Friday night. It's not in your list of checks. They're due to be paid. How do you want me to handle that?
Hmm.
I think you need to set a timeline on when you get your paperwork in.
We did.
We did. What, Friday night before 8?
Well, it would have been nice before 8
Thursday.
o'clock. I was here till 8 o'clock, but, you know, Rodney has typically brought me the invoicing
On Thursday.
on Thursday, because that's what I asked him to do. Somehow it got late, he brought it on Friday and
He
didn't
had
have
to
the
work
payroll.
on Thursday, and everything gets locked in his office, and there's only select people who have access to his office. And there was no way I could even get close to it to get it to her on Thursday.
But you got 10 days. I mean, today's the 10th, so anytime between the 1st and Friday at 8.
He's usually pretty good about it. This is the first time that I've walked in on a Monday and walked onto a
Well,
envelope full of
payroll
payroll
has always
stuff.
been authorized to be able to pay payroll, so unfortunately it just isn't in our checks.
Okay.
What was that? What'd you say there?
Payroll has been authorized to be paid,
Oh, okay.
so payroll and utilities and payroll taxes, that can all be taken care of without having a board meeting, so.
In other words, when you get to them, you get to them and they'll
Pretty
be
much
up
it.
right within the next 10 days.
Within the next 10 days.
No, up to the 10th.
Within the next 10 days, within the next 10 days.
No,
Why would it be within the next 10 days?
it's up to the 10th.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 2 days from now.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's through
Today.
the end of the month, wasn't it? Through the end of September?
Their payroll is now quarterly, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
So it, I
So
mean,
it would have been the end of September.
Right.
Yes,
So
you are
then-
correct. Dave misunderstood.
Right, so you would have it for the next pay period,
Yes.
is when you could do it, yeah.
It's fine with me.
Okay, got it. You got it? All right.
Okay, back to my question, which account are they gonna be taking that out of there for that truck, so Steve knows?
How much is the payment?
Their share would have been 15,000, am I correct?
Well, it's more than that.
It's 30,352 and 19 cents.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's like half of that.
Or there's half or whatever that payment was.
yes,
Yeah.
Right.
correct.
Is theirs half or did they already
No, well, now, wait a minute.
add
It isn't necessary, it isn't half,
No. 'cause I
because
thought
they've already
thought they've
paid.
already paid their whole half. Their whole half.
No, they have not. They had 70,000 in the CD plus interest, and I don't remember what that was, and that was the down payment. And then, when we got the truck, And then, after that, the following year, we were to pay 30,000 per year. And so each of us to pay half of it, 110 for each. So if they have 70,000 plus to begin with, and they've paid 85,000 now,
This should be their last year.
this should be their last year,
Right.
but how many, we've made 2 payments.
Mhm.
We've made 2 payments, so they have paid,
They paid 30,000,
they've paid 30,000.
so they owe approximately 10,000.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so now I have a
So
question,
interest.
wasn't there 10,000 withheld out of that, their savings account because they wanted to do painting and decals and all that good stuff? Where'd that all come from?
Well, that was not part of the CD. That was no, I don't think so.
That come out of the budget?
I think that came out of the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I knew there was another 10 in
Yeah,
there
yeah,
someplace.
right, which to do whatever they
That was
needed
out
to
of
do,
budget.
yeah, out of their budget. So, we need to find out exactly, go back and go through, we'll have to go through the payments to find the exact amount for them. And then that means we will be paying
Balance.
the 20,000.
20,000.
The
But
town.
what did we borrow,
Yeah.
140?
140,
And we got a balance of 113. Or 114 roughly.
yeah.
Well, we only make one payment on that.
I have not changed that balance this year.
Okay.
Oh, so there's another,
I
there's
think we
approximately 15,000 off
No,
of it.
30,
should be
30
30,000
off of there yet, if you didn't take that off of there.
Oh, yeah, this
Well,
is the
I'm not sure it's the treasurer's responsibility, it's halfway between her report and mine.
All right, anyway, between the two of you, please get it figured out.
And then back to what account do they take this out of?
So I found an account, I do it quickly. In June of 2015, there was a transfer from the volunteer fund
Okay,
to the checking account. It said, and the memo is funds transfer half payment of first installment on ladder truck loan.
okay, so that was in 15.
$15,175.88.
Okay, so that was in 15 and that was for the first payment. Okay.
175 what?
$15,175.88.
Okay, so the one in June of this year has not been subtracted, didn't get transferred,
That's correct.
correct? So the whole amount came out of our
Budget,
General budget.
our general fund,
That is correct.
okay?
so now we have to transfer.
Right.
So that was only the second payment,
Mm-hmm.
so that will be that
That'll be the total
15,000
amount,
approximately
yeah.
again.
Yep,
And then the final payment is due in June of next year.
right.
Okay.
So they'll have the full 15 coming out of the 33, then you have to reduce the amount. Patty or Steve or whoever.
Like I said, between the two of you, figure it out.
Well, you're both gonna have to do it anyway, so.
I'm glad I'm not that can that keeps getting kicked out.
Exactly, okay,
$15,175.
Yep.
okay. So now, we have the motion on the floor, are we going to, right?
Yep.
Vote,
Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
aye,
Gary,
Aye.
Joe.
Aye.
okay. No unfinished business, we'll move on to new business. We have to authorize, you have the sheet there of, on the back side of the annual wage review. Now, there's a couple of changes on there, what you have. For 2016, the highway operator, he did not get a raise last year. We did give the part-time plow operator $18 an hour, and Ron Durkis, who also helps, is $13 an hour. This is the annual wage review, and this is what the auditor, correct, Patty?
Correct.
Said that we need to have this like this to move forward. And then you see the rest of the salaries.
So the proposal is that the highway department people all stay the same?
I think that we need to consider Pat, who did not get a raise last year. I think we need to consider something for him. And then we move up to, for the 2017, for the rest of them. So, do we want a motion to accept this and then have discussion on it?
Have you had a review? No?
That's kind of it.
Mm-mm. No.
When did Pat get a raise? That was in 2015?
Last year? No, he did not. His did not change last year. The others
From
did.
15 to 16, what did he get in 15, or 14 to 15? I know we gave him a pretty healthy
I
raise.
thought he
then.
got like a 75-cent hour raise.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that.
I don't remember.
Because I know
Wasn't
I had
that-
done a lot of review on that, to check the county
Wasn't-
rates.
Yeah, wasn't that when he wanted it in the retirement, whatever his raise was?
Yeah, we had put some in the retirement and he got an hourly. Cause he was
Also-
out, yeah, cause we raised him quite a bit at that time. You'd have to look back to 14, I think it is.
14, he was at 1875 according to the,
Okay, so
So
then he
then
had
it was
75.
75.
Then what was it in, for the retirement? How much was in there?
well, that's not on here.
I don't think that went up. I think that stayed the same. I think he just got a 75-cent an hour raise
In 14.
in 14.
Well, it was started in 15, correct?
15.
For 15.
Right.
15.
15.
Mhm.
Did I put that note in your folder?
Yeah,
That's from 2012.
2012. Yeah,
So in 2012, he had 95 an hour,
yeah,
Into
so that he
retirement.
didn't get anything, yeah.
but that hasn't changed since 2012. His wage has. His wage is up to 1950,
Right.
and it was 1875 in 2014.
Okay.
50 cents.
And
What's the motion?
I make a motion, Dave.
I move that we move him up 50 cents per hour.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to add 50 cents per hour for the highway operator. Is there discussion?
Yeah, was there an evaluation?
Well, we have, no.
Then we gotta do the evaluation before you can raise it. now.
Well, but this will be for 17.
But you still need to do the evaluation.
Exactly, but this is not until the 17th, 2017.
So we can do it from now until,
And then you get the recommendation after we get the raise?
Well,
that's up to the board. I mean, well,
yeah. You have something else to say? Where do you want to go?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I can't imagine that there will be Has anybody had any complaints?
No,
No,
not to my knowledge.
no, mine either. So, Dave,
No, I haven't heard anything.
Gary?
Nobody's called me.
No? Okay, so I think we will do that as soon as possible, but I think we're pretty safe. Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to increase the highway operator's salary up 50 cents per hour. Any further discussion? Okay.
Everything, we'll leave the rest of the highway people where they are.
Yes, they all went up last year, or for this year,
At this point, are we just voting on the highway people?
on just the highway operator, the full-time person, one guy. Well, I guess what we do, it will increase him and leave, and maybe make the motion to leave the rest of them as is.
I'll change my motion to raise the full-time operator by 50 cents and leave the rest of the highway personnel as presented.
Also, the clerk's office, the clerk and chief inspectors and the poll workers, there's an increase there.
Can I ask you to make that on a separate motion?
Yes.
Yes, okay, very
Yeah,
good.
that's
Yeah,
To the
okay,
highway.
I seconded that revision.
okay.
On the highway end.
Yes, okay, so the motion has been made and seconded to approve the 50 cents an hour for the highway operator, and the rest of the highway people will stay the same. Now, is there any further discussion? Patty will vote.
Debbie,
No,
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, for the clerk's office, the clerk will remain at $17 an hour. Chief inspectors will be increased to $14 an hour, and the poll workers to $12.
What do you mean it's gonna remain at 17?
because we are.
Unless you have something,
Well, it says 1333 in
Well, that-
2016. Is that not what she's at?
she's at 17.
I'm at 17, that was,
That was a,
That was an initial?
That's gonna get changed.
the initial I started off at 13, yes.
Okay.
That was, when you were
That was a
No,
Interim.
that was
probationary
deputy, wasn't it?
period.
That was deputy, then that was
Intern.
interim, then it went to 15 at interim clerk, then it went to 17 at clerk.
You have the dates for that too.
And we're
The
looking,
dates for that? February.
and that's being expected to stay where it is.
Yes.
Okay. Chief, and then, did I interrupt you too soon? Did you finish with the other ones or not?
I did just the clerk's office. Mhm.
Okay. You did the three of them for the clerk's office?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'll make a motion that that be done as presented, 17, 14 for the chief inspectors, and 12 for the poll workers.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to leave the clerk's salary at $17 an hour, chief inspectors at 14, and poll workers at 12. Is there any discussion on this?
Do you want that effective January 1st, or can we make the chief inspector and poll workers effective for the November election? They do
I would
so.
say immediately.
Yeah.
I'll amend my motion. That the poll workers and chief inspectors' salary was up, wages go up, first of November. And the clerk's salary, I can stay the same the 1st of November.
Okay,
And I'll second that.
okay, there we go. Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to leave the clerk's salary at 17, to increase the chief inspectors to 14 and the poll workers to 12 the 1st of November. Is there any further discussion? Okay, we'll vote.
Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
The next thing is the plan commission. They get $25 per meeting. Any Need a motion to leave it as such or whatever?
Have we had any feedback
Nothing.
from anybody? Anybody else?
How long has it been
I have no idea.
When do they get paid?
End of the year.
End of the year, before the 31st, they're supposed to turn their stuff in like in December.
Okay, but
You know, like the 30th.
No, no.
why don't they turn in quarterly?
They're happy with just once a year, so it makes it,
That's why they've always done it.
That's-
They're comfortable with it.
so for heaven's sakes, don't try to change it.
I'll make a motion that it be left the same.
I don't know too many people that wait a year to get paid.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, a motion has been made and seconded to leave the plan commission salary at $25 per meeting. Is there discussion? If not, we'll take a vote.
Debbie,
All right.
Dave,
All right,
Carolyn,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Joe.
Aye.
And the constable gets paid $25 per call.
Where's he at this year already?
Oh, all those cats.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Oh, did we ever get that other thing resolved with that guy that was supposed to come and pick up his dog and then he moved out of state? And the dog went to Humane Society in Wausau. But are we gonna, what was the suggestion on that?
Well, Gus's suggestion was add it to his taxes, but he's not a property owner.
Then that's
So-
hard to do.
You can't do a trip
Can't do
if
that.
they don't own taxes. The only thing we can do is send a letter and an invoice and hope he pays it.
Well, we can try it. I think we should.
What's the bill?
$240.
So he was a renter somewhere?
I don't know, we don't know what he was. Yes.
He was having someone on Palmetto watch his dog and it ended up in McMillan. That's
And we
how
got it.
We got it.
Gee.
How he got from Palmetto all the way out to wherever Gus got him.
So you don't even know where he was living then?
The guy,
Yeah.
no.
No, I
I think he was
he's
visiting.
probably a renter. And then right now he's up in Escanaba, Michigan, if he's still there. Because he's moved twice since Gus was trying to find him. Since like the 1st of September, every month, and the guy's moved twice.
I'll make a motion that the per call for the constable stays the same.
Is there a second?
I'll second that. I'm still curious as to where he's at, if you got any numbers.
Yeah. I was too, I was there.
With all the cats, I'm just kind of.
Oh, those cats are expensive, although we do have a $15 credit because I.
Well, we had the motion, actually.
Are we in discussion?
Yes, so.
I guess so. She's just looking for.
I'm just kind of curious on how much those cats are costing us. Or how many trips you had to take over that way.
I don't think that's the cost. I think his salary is not the cost, is it?
Do you wanna, yeah, do you wanna know what we paid to Maps, or do you wanna know what we paid to Gus?
Both.
All together.
Huh?
All together.
Well, you can't really, you
Well,
can't,
they
no,
just
you're
separate
only, no,
numbers.
because the motion is for his salary.
But we can still figure out what we paid Max.
And we had a $400 check.
Hmm?
We had a $400 check.
That's because that's $240
Yeah,
for
because
the
that
info
dog.
is in there. So animal control expense, this
He's getting,
fiscal
what he does, is he
2
pays
days,
those, and then we reimburse him.
Yeah.
which is Maps and Gus, is
Mhm.
$2,766.14.
Okay.
So, and what was his salary? I mean, what was his, did you have that broken out?
No.
It's all
Okay.
under animal control.
Okay, all right. All right, we have a motion on the floor. Any further discussion? We vote.
Debbie?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is, oh, I wrote all over your papers.
That's all
Sorry
right.
about
Maybe,
that.
maybe we'll print off the Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wrote on her papers what I said. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is to approve the permit for We Energy to lay the fiber optics. And we have how many maps?
Fiber optics or gas line?
Just-
I mean, gas
Gas
line, I'm sorry, we've already approved the fiber optics. Gas
This is
line.
from Frontier.
41 pages of map.
Really?
Yes.
Is that what they're doing already up there?
Yes.
Mhm.
This is kind of a formality.
I guess it's time for us to approve it. I'll make a motion that we approve it.
I'll second that.
Everybody wants, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the We Energies natural gas main and natural gas services. Is there any discussion?
They can pretty much do this without having to go through the town board, am I correct? I mean, this is.
They
utilities.
can, but as per Jim Griesbach, for our own protection, any utility that
Should
does
have
work,
approval.
we should have a permit, and it's the same permit for everything.
Okay.
It's just,
Is there a cost for that?
Well, it's Marathon County
If
on the
they-
permit.
what we want is just that they're gonna come back and take care of everything if we have a problem with our roads or whatever.
Ditching and all that.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff, so. Okay, Patty, can we go?
Debbie?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Just so you know, the hydro operator did talk to the ones that were putting the fiber optics in on the gravel roads. They did mess up quite a bit, and he told them, you know. They
Clean it
created
up.
ruts, yeah, they created ruts, so they started cleaning things up, so he was watching them.
Is that for Frontier or for the we?
The Frontier
Frontier,
Okay.
fiber optics.
fiber optics.
I know when,
Where's that at?
It's all over the whole township.
Or Old Town?
Where we see those basins on the corner, Maztec, they're working on 97 today,
Oh, yeah, okay.
MES, TEC.
but they're supposed to make sure they come back and any ditches that they dig up, they're supposed to make sure they're back.
Right.
And they're doing a really good job with
Yeah.
that. They
I know I
have.
had an issue with the phone company when Thomas's moved in, and it was about, probably 6 weeks, and it was still a mess, and finally I called them and asked them if they, when they were coming to get it done, and they said they would try to get there this summer, and I said, well, you'll try to get there this week, or I'll call landscaper and send you the bill, and they were there the next day.
Okay, all right. We haven't heard from Paul Bugar as to when he is going to be here. Now, Dave, did you have, we have everything in order?
A date would be nice to know what they're planning on as far as when they're gonna be, I'm assuming we're talking Main Road here, correct?
Yes.
You know, they give us an idea as to when I gotta have a, because all we can really do, obviously, with limited scope of what this project is gonna be, we're just gonna, you know, basically survey the center line, so we know we can put it back at square one when this is all said and done, because there's really no reconstructed, but I just wanna make sure if there's a vertical curve out there, that you know, is maintained. Do you have any, or when has the bids been out for the asphalt? I don't know if we can leave man in a position where it's gravel for this winter.
No,
Is that
it's,
preferred?
the bids are, I mean, the ads are out.
The ads are out, okay. And
Yeah.
when does that open and award?
It's not set yet.
What?
It's not set.
yet.
The meeting's not set to open.
Oh, yeah, we have to set the meeting. Here, that's the next thing on the agenda.
No, that's for budget workshop.
When is,
Oh,
Man,
when
road
the
isn't
bids were
even
put
up
out,
on the
what
agenda.
was the date for the bids to be in?
October 18th by 4 PM.
Okay.
And the contractor and the bidder for the asphalt are gonna coordinate, so one follows the other,
Okay,
yeah.
and then, have, the contractor for the gravel, have they given you any timeline yet as far as the,
No,
okay,
we've been pushing them, but haven't got anything back.
Well, he pretty much said that he couldn't do anything until after we got the blacktop, so they could coordinate everything together.
Right, but
So,
I mean,
we've got pretty good.
November's coming along and, you know,
I
obviously,
understand.
you know, depending on how warm Halloween is and stuff like that.
We're gonna have snow.
If that's the case, I don't see how anybody's gonna be paving out there, but, just because what you'll have is you'll have a, you know, a nice ice layer in between where you throw the gravel down and where the asphalt is, and it'll heave like crazy, so, something to caution on more than anything else. So, but, gives me a date, at least, October 18th, when the asphalt can actually start afterwards, so.
You want us to give you, yeah,
I'll need contact information for who's doing the gravel, so I can try and start working with him to get this
That's
straightened
Paul
out.
Hooger.
Paul
That's
Hoover,
already been
Loyal.
approved.
Loyal.
and here, which we don't have on the agenda, is, we're gonna have to set a date for,
Opening bids.
yes,
I'd suggest you do that 19th, I'm not gonna be there. Breaks my heart.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Okay.
I
Yeah,
would say
yes,
they're getting
yes,
bids in,
yes.
18th, or even that night, if they have to be in by 4,
Following week, either the 24th or the 25th,
it has to be a week after.
after the 17th.
So it's,
Ooh, 24th.
What's
Is this- That's as soon as we can do it.
Well, I thought you just said that the bids had to be in by the 18th,
They do.
but you can't open them?
Not for a week after the last insertion.
When's the
No,
advertising?
You lost me here.
When was the
The
advertising?
class 2 insertion is sequential weeks.
Okay, I understand that, but you have to, if you have bids coming in on the 18th by 4 o'clock, you can't open them that night? So you just hang on to them for a week?
Was the advertising on the 10th and the 17th then?
12th and the 17th.
12th and the 17th.
Whoa, we always opened them when we got them in.
That's if you advertised them early enough ahead, but we didn't here.
Oh,
We only advertised them one day before the last advertising she's saying is one day before the bids are due.
oh, I see, okay.
So we gotta
The
wait,
last
we gotta
insertion
wait
is
till the
gonna be,
24th.
okay, okay, now I understand. You lost me on
Is
that
it
one.
the 24th or the 25th?
Pick one.
24th is earlier, so that's the one we want.
I prefer the 25th.
Well, just so.
Well,
four
if
people-
it's, they said by the 18th, and if it's a week, it's the 25th.
No, the week is the
The
17th,
week is from the
is
17th.
the advertising, not the bid, not
Not
the
the
bid.
The 17th.
Not the bid acceptance.
24.
Well, 24th is on Saturday, correct?
24th is
Monday.
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 Well, what is that, what calendar, that's,
Right here.
oh, I mean September, I'm sorry.
Right here.
Okay, got that on Monday.
17th, it was 24th.
Okay. I'd do it that night if I were you. I won't be here.
The 24th?
I won't be back until late the 26th.
We'll do it the 26th.
Late.
Late.
Late, we'll do it late.
No, let's do it on the
It's gonna be
24th.
real late.
24th. Oh, what, but you have a conflict then, Patty?
No.
Okay. Okay,
Are you gonna have a quorum? So everybody, there's nobody else that's gonna be out?
Gary and I are gonna be here.
Okay.
me too.
Okay.
We said the 24th.
Well, just make sure.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
What time?
Is there any time better for you? Any time as bad as the other?
Yep.
So you can do it anytime during that day.
Yes.
So you guys could actually do that in the morning?
Set it.
No, second to
Time.
second to last.
Oh,
31st
11
is,
Okay.
On the
Can
20th.
you do that? Can you do
Can you do
that,
that?
Joe?
11 a.m., yeah, I can do that.
What time?
11 a.m. I'll be sitting on the balcony drinking coffee.
You be quiet.
Mm.
Yeah, then-
Okay.
You
That's
can
a
have that
neat-
at Mummy's and Katie's room, all time soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Mummy and Case. Yeah, right, at 11, okay. Okay, let's move on then to this, the date for the budget workshop. We need a new date.
Can we do that the 27th or the 28th of October? Because I'd like to be there for that. Right?
Wednesday or Thursday? No.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Wednesday
Thursday
or
or Friday I'm talking.
Tuesday, Friday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday.
I'll be out of town
Where
You
you
will?
going?
When will you be back?
early November,
Huh?
early November.
How early? First week?
Yeah.
We have to set the
Oh, we gotta do that
date
before
for
this.
the budget hearing.
Can you leave me your computer?
When are you leaving?
No.
That's a good question. I think, 2 Tuesdays from now.
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Which would be
25th.
18th.
Well, let's do that next week sometime.
That works.
2 Tuesdays from now, 25th.
Pick next Wednesday or something like that.
For what, budget workshop?
Yeah,
I won't be here. That's why I say I want to be here for the workshop.
19th?
When are you leaving?
I'm leaving the 19th, coming back late the
What are
26th.
you saying, next week?
next week would be the 18th, we could do it.
18th I can do.
Tuesday the 18th.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll work fine for me.
Patty?
Okay,
Is that gonna work for you?
I'll make it work.
What time?
We've done it at 6 in the past. Do you want it,
We don't need to do it at 6.
we can do it anytime. Or
What's gonna work for you? And you, Steve?
Early afternoon.
1 o'clock?
That's fine.
Okay, Joe?
1 o'clock.
18th, right?
That's where you want the budget and the actuals too, huh?
Yes.
Please, if you can.
Pencil?
At what time did you say?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, yeah.
Okay, was there something else that you wanted to talk about, Patty?
I don't think so.
Did you put it on the agenda?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. All right. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll move we adjourn.
Second.
Two motions been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
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 Okay, we're done. 1 hour.
I would like to keep track of all the dates.
Where they hide?
Yeah, I know, there's something there was not, Patty said.
What do you got for?